greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, and envy. This is beginning.
Few living directors are held in such high regard as American auteur David Fincher. Having gained industry experience working for Industrial Light and Magic in the early 80s, the director built his early career on commercials and music videos. After transitioning to helming features in the early 90s, Fincher quickly became renowned for directing a succession of classics. Here are 5 of his essential films to sink your teeth into. And of course, if you like the video, please consider subscribing.
At number 5 we have The Game. Although Fincher has done other genres, most of his works fit into the thriller category. As such, it's no surprise that the 1997 mindbender The Game is a taut psychological ride. On his 48th birthday, a rich control-freak banker is tormented by a nightmarish sequence of events orchestrated by a mysterious organisation. Paying homage to the detective elements and darker shadows of film noir, Fincher conducts a wild and dangerous night with extreme precision.
To be cool girl. Men always use that, don't they, as their defining compliment. She's a cool girl.
And at number 4 we have Gone Girl. Working with writer Gillian Flynn to adapt her 2012 bestseller of the same name, Gone Girl explores Nick Dunn's involvement with the disappearance of his wife Amy. Just like in The Game, Fincher doesn't place too much importance on plot twists, instead opting for changes of perspective that are masterfully timed and executed. Gone Girl lives in the same seedy world as Adrian Lyne's B-movies, a psychosexual unreality of films like Fatal Attraction and Basic Instinct. But Fincher's clinical treatment presents the unrealistic and even the unfathomable as clean and everyday.
This is the murderer of the 2 teenagers last Christmas at Lake Herman and the girl on the 4th of July.
I want you to print this cipher on the front page of your paper.
In at 3 we have Zodiac. Since Truman Capote's novel In Cold Blood, audiences have been obsessed with true crime stories, and Zodiac is possibly the best entry this subgenre has ever had. Following the famously unsolved case of the Zodiac killer, Fincher's film draws intrigue from keen fastidiousness, focusing on cartoonist Robert Graysmith and police detective David Toschi as they attempt to solve clues the killer has made public. Fincher steers away from the detective versus killer film that this could have been, instead focusing on facts, figures, and the obsession that builds for Graysmith. It is incredibly involving and makes for one of the most horrifyingly gripping films ever made.
Is dead. There are 7 deadly sins. Gluttony.
You're going to come take a look at this?
Greed.
No one touches anything.
In at number 2 we have Seven. Another detective feature, Seven concerns a serial killer who is using the 7 deadly sins as his modus operandi. The structure is more straightforward than Zodiac, requiring the crimes themselves to root the story. Alongside this, Fincher makes excellent use of scenography, emphasising sickeningly dark interiors and the perpetually rain-slicked exterior locations. Combine that with a dramatic exploration of the 2 detectives and a masterfully orchestrated conclusion, and you get some of Fincher's finest work ever committed to film.
It was on the tip of everyone's tongue.
Can I be next?
We just gave it a name.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
In at number 1, we have Fight Club. Fueled by misplaced testosterone and dissatisfaction, Fight Club is a gut punch of a film. Centered on a man addicted to attending self-help classes, his life changes when he meets a mysterious stranger on a plane. Reuniting with Brad Pitt, Fincher plays his magnetic cult leader off of Ed Norton's obsessions, showcasing their slow descent into indulgent anger and crime. Brave and brutal, the violence of the film jumps off the screen no more so than when self-inflicted. Fincher's biggest victory with the film is to never lose focus of the adolescent lens, sowing the seeds of mania and destruction and presenting it all with a crooked smile and a wink.
With victims and suspects spread over hundreds of miles.
Rape, torture, fire, animals, religion. Am I missing anything?
The names.
So there it is. 5 films by David Fincher that you need to see before watching Mank. Let us know in the comments below if you think we missed one of Fincher's films off this list, and as always, subscribe to Flickering Myth for more content.